Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into the art and science of matchmaking introductions, how to propose and arrange that perfect, thoughtful introduction between clients.
Yep, it's fascinating stuff. So where do we start?
Well, first off, let's talk about evaluating potential matches, which is really the foundation. You need to dig into the client's profile, focusing on their core values, goals, deal breakers, and then sift through candidates who truly align with those non negotiables. It's
Mhm.
like being both an investigator and a storyteller.
Right, and I've noticed many folks in the industry emphasize relying both on data and on intuition, correct?
Exactly, exactly. It's like um, you're looking for that spark. You have to check that the candidate on paper has all the qualities, but also sense if there's,
Yeah, yeah.
some intangible chemistry. And that's where vetting comes in. You conduct a casual interview, a phone screening, and even a quick online search for any red flags.
So it's not just about ticking boxes, especially those hard criteria like shared faith or family desires.
Precisely. You filter out any candidates who don't meet those hard criteria, then you shortlist a group of potential matches who check the basic boxes, and then you really evaluate them for deeper compatibility, lifestyle habits, core values, and those more subtle personality differences.
Yep. And then there's the moment you step in and propose the match to your client. That's like a pivotal moment, isn't it?
Absolutely. The match proposal is crucial. It's about framing the conversation positively and honestly. You present a well thought out rationale, like, I see that you value adventure and family together. It has to be compelling, but realistic.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm curious. Do you think it's ever risky to hold back too much information for privacy reasons during this proposal stage?
That's a great point. It's a delicate balance, really. On one hand, you want your client to feel excited and informed. On the other, you must protect privacy. So you only share key details first names, core traits, a hint of passions, but not overly sensitive or identifying info like full names or detailed backgrounds.
Right. Sure. And that also leads us into that double opt in system, doesn't it? Getting consent from both sides.
Exactly. The double opt in is absolutely vital. Picture it like a two-way handshake. You have the client say yes and then confirm with the candidate too. This prevents any awkward situations where, say, one party isn't up for it.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Once both parties give their green light, the next big step is arranging the actual first meeting, and that's where the logistics come in.
Coordinating schedules, choosing the right venue, all of that can make or break the first impression, huh?
Exactly. It's like you're a concierge of connection. You set a specific meeting time, often suggesting a couple of options to minimize back and forth, and then you carefully choose an environment that's comfortable, safe, and conducive to conversation.
Yep, like a cozy coffee shop or a quiet casual restaurant. I also think it's key to consider details like public location for safety, right?
Absolutely. Safety is always top of mind. And remember, if it's a venue that might be tricky, like parking or difficult access, a thoughtful note about those details can really show your professionalism.
Mm-hmm. So then, after the meeting logistics are sorted, there's the whole phase of preparing both parties with expectations and tips, which sounds like a perfect blend of coaching and matchmaking.
Yes, prepping the clients is like giving them the roadmap to navigate the first date. It's important to remind them that this introduction is just the beginning, a chance to see if there's chemistry. You want to alleviate their anxiety by setting expectations that it's not a commitment, just a friendly meet and
Right,
greet.
right.
And here's where you share a few tips from dressing confidently and being punctual to advice on how to balance talking and listening. A simple reminder like, treat this as a fun opportunity goes a long way.
Now, here's where I respectfully challenge something, if I may. Sometimes people overcoach to the point that it feels scripted. What's your take on keeping the advice genuine rather than turning it into a checklist?
Great point. It's definitely a tightrope walk. While guidance is critical, you want it to feel organic, almost like you're passing on friendly advice rather than a rigid script. It should empower your clients, not box them in. I think the key is to share tips that encourage natural conversation, a bit of flexibility.
Hmm, exactly. And that same notion carries into handling special requests or logistical curveballs, right?
Right. Some clients might have privacy concerns, cultural needs, or even time restrictions. Maybe they can only do weekend lunches due to their schedule. You've got to be nimble enough to accommodate those without compromising the integrity of your matchmaking process.
Yes.
For instance, if a high profile client needs discretion, you might arrange a private venue or even use an NDA to keep personal details under wraps. It's all about professionalism and empathy.
And speaking of prioritizing professionalism, I noticed that the module stresses ethical practices a lot, like not divulging too much about past relationships and staying transparent. That seems really important to maintain trust on both sides.
Absolutely. Ethics are the backbone of the process. Not only do you have to be straightforward about what you know, but you also have to protect graceful boundaries so no one feels exposed. Whether it's ensuring both parties know the basics without oversharing or gently reinforcing that follow up protocols, it's all about mutual respect.
Right, it's the trust factor. So, after the introduction is arranged and both parties have been prepped, what follows?
Well, next up is the follow up. After the meeting, as part of the post match process, you check in with both parties. This ensures you capture honest feedback and can, if needed, facilitate the next steps, whether that's a second date or a graceful exit.
The follow up really cements the experience.
Right, and that follow up is crucial in refining your matchmaking process overall. It's not just about that first meeting, it's about how you support your clients throughout their journey.
And it sounds like there's a lot of learning in doing these thoughtful introductions, from evaluating profiles and vetting candidates to crafting those introduction emails.
Exactly. The module even has a practice assignment where you draft an introduction email or script. You'd write a warm greeting, a short but compelling description of each person, propose the meeting details, and then invite both parties to confirm.
Right? And doing that in writing also builds anticipation while preserving confidentiality.
Yes, it's like a mini narrative that paves the way for a date. And once that email is sent, you then step back and let the conversation flow naturally between the match. It's a smooth handoff that emphasizes autonomy, while knowing you're available if needed.
I really appreciate how they stress that quality beats speed. No match should be forced just to hit a quota.
Absolutely. Quality is always paramount. It's far better to introduce no match than a bad match. That shows that you value each client's happiness and invest the right time to find a meaningful connection.
hmm And this approach sets the stage for the rest of the matchmaking process, from follow up coaching to perhaps even future dating tips.
Exactly. All these steps culminate in a process that not only respects the individuals involved, but also builds a solid foundation for any potential relationship. It's very methodical, starting with the thorough evaluation, moving through the match proposal, logistical coordination, pre date coaching, and finally careful follow up.
Yes, yes. I love how it combines relationship psychology with practical logistics. It's almost like orchestrating a symphony. Every detail plays a part in creating harmony.
It truly is. And that's what makes this module a vital piece of the overall matchmaking journey. By mastering these steps, you're not just introducing people, you're crafting experiences that hopefully lead to genuine connections and lasting relationships.
Absolutely.
Well, I think our discussion really highlights the depth of thought and care needed in matchmaking introductions. Whether it's managing delicate privacy issues or preparing a client for that first nerve wracking date, it's all about professionalism, empathy, and great communication.
Couldn't agree more. And for anyone listening who's venturing into this field, remember, your authenticity and attention to detail are your strongest tools.
Exactly. Thanks for joining in today, and happy matchmaking to all out there looking to bring people together the thoughtful way.
Yep, thanks everyone. Until next time, keep fostering those genuine connections.